Hello, Year 8s. I'm filming this on Tuesday because I'm feeling pretty horrible and I won't be at school Wednesday or whenever you're viewing this video. So I'm just going to walk you through how to make some graphs on your assignment. So we've got our PowerPoint up, which will be your final assignment thing you're going to submit on Daymap. I've got my name, Mr. Casey, up the top. And we're going to go to task 2. So slide 7, slide 8's the categories, and then slide 9. I've done my first survey question. How do you get to school? And I have surveyed 10 people. That should change to 10. 10 people. We can see 4 go by car, 3 go by bus, 2 walk, and 1 rides their bike. So how do we actually make a graph? Now, there are a few different ways you can do it. Most of them are annoying and confusing, so just follow along with exactly what I do. So here is the slide that we're actually going to put the graph in. You go to the Insert tab up the top, and then you go across to Chart. Now, charts and graphs are pretty much the same thing when we're on PowerPoint. I'd probably recommend column graph, so click on that, yep, and then click OK. Now, what on earth? So, we've got the graph, but we've also got this green window down here. Now, this is pretty much Excel, and they've just put a tiny little bit of Excel into PowerPoint. And all these numbers and stuff, that is going to tell PowerPoint what the graph should look like. So, we're going to get rid of category 1, and we're going to put in car, because that's our first category. Remember up here, car is our first category. We can actually just stay on this slide if it makes it easier to go from the table to the between the two tables. So car, we're going to put in bus, and then we're going to put in walk, and then we're going to put in bike. Now we've got series 1, series 2, and series 3. We're only worrying about series 1. So we could put frequency in, if you can spell it right. Frequency, cool. Because we've only got one number, one like column of numbers, don't we? So 4, and then 3, and then 2, then 1. Because we've got 4 people going on the car, 3 people going on the bus, 2 people going on the walk, and 1 person going on the bike. So series 2 and series 3 we don't care about. We can forget about them. Now, if you look down here, so D5, if you look at this box, there's a tiny little blue thingy. I don't know how to explain that. You're going to highlight just on it. So you've got 2 arrows. See how I've got 2 arrows? And then you're going to drag, and you're just going to drag over this way until you've completely forgot about series 2 and series 3. And now you see how the blue bit's moved there. That's telling us that it's only counting up until the blue bit. So series 2 and series 3 we've forgotten about. So let's go back to this slide. Oh, it's changed. We've finished with this, so we can click out of this Excel bit. So we can move the graph, we'll move it down here somewhere. So now it's got a graph. So car, how many people go on the car? Let's count up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, that's what we had in this table. Great. Same with the bus, same with the walking, same with the bike. We can probably get rid of frequency. We don't need that, because we've already got how do you get to school up here as our main question. Just size a little bit better. Perfect. Now you'll see we've got 0.5, 1.5, 2.5, 3.5. I'm not really bothered about that because it's just a formatting thing. You probably can get rid of it, but it would take a lot of time. So that's fine. What is important is that this table has made it into this graph, and it looks like this. So then we're going to look at this graph, we're going to look at this table, and we're going to analyze it. Now we've got an analysis slide, and we've got an interpretation slide. And the difference is analysis is really just talking about the numbers, whereas interpretation is like, what does it mean to me? It can be more words. So we'll go through analysis first. So you got 3. You can do more than 3 analysis, but I've done 3. I've got the suggestions down here of what we should maybe talk about. So the first analysis that I did was the category with the maximum number was car. We can see, yep, car's got the most people. 4 people travel by car more than any other category. And the minimum was bike. Yep, only one person travels by a bike. Analysis 2, the mode. Now, if you need to look up online what the mode is, that's fine. It's pretty much which number occurs the most, and it's going to be car, because we've got 4 cars. The total number of people surveyed were 10 people. Yep. And out of those, we've done some percentages. So 40% of the people we surveyed chose the car category. 30%, 20%, 10%. This is a good analysis, which will get you marks. Try to do different, analysis stuff, and really try to talk about each analysis. Don't just be like, most people chose car. There were 4 different categories, because that's not giving me enough information. You'll get a far better grade if you do something like this. So from this analysis, we can do the interpretation. So first interpretation, people like to get to school by car more than any other transport type. And that's pretty much just saying car was the maximum. That's just putting in different words. We can't say that the majority of people chose a car, because not more than half of everyone chose car. Only 40%, and that's not more than 50%, so that's not more than the majority. But at least we've talked about interpretation 2. Interpretation 3. Travelling by bike to school is very unpopular, because only 1 out of the 10 people said that. And that's pretty much just saying, yeah, it was the least popular. It was the minimum. So that's what your first question should look like. Now, remember, in class we've got 3 different types of data: categorical, numerical, discrete, and numerical continuous. And this one that I just did, this is categorical, because we've got different categories. Might be bus, might be car, might be bike. You can't really travel by bike and bus at the same time. So they're like individual categories. Numerical discrete, I'm going to get to that next. And then numerical continuous, I'm going to get to after that. And that's what this is for.